Hello. Welcome to TESL Basics for Language Volunteers, TBLV. Language volunteers come from all walks of life, from millennials and retirees to business people working in an organization committed to supporting good corporate citizenship. All are joined in their desire to help newcomers improve their English so they can thrive in Canada. But there's a way to teach ESL and LINC, language instruction for newcomers to Canada. There are best practices to learn, cross-cultural sensitivities to be aware of, and quality resources to enhance the process. And TBLV offers them all. TBLV was designed to give language volunteers an opportunity to get the tools and training they need to teach English to newcomers effectively. The Avenue Learn IT to Teach project is now offering to partner with IRCC-funded agencies across Canada to make the course available to language volunteers. New Language Solutions, NLS, will work with nonprofit agencies to train local or regional coaches, then provide them with a TBLV online course for volunteer enrollment. Throughout the 7 online modules, volunteers will get formal teacher training and anecdotal from-the-field tips from ESL and LINC instructors currently teaching newcomers. Course participants will also learn about just how rewarding being a language volunteer is. Here's what our most recent grads have to say about their TBLV course experiences.
It was nice. It was a good length, and because it was flexible, I started a bit late, but I was still able to catch up and finish in time. I could do it at work, or I could take a couple hours at home. So I think I appreciated that. It would have been difficult to just take a couple days or to take a week to do it. So to be able to find our own time was a good way to have it offered.
Providing feedback, that was awesome. I learned a lot on how to give feedback. Also, the other one is teaching pronunciation. It's a huge challenge for us newcomers because you speak another language. The way you speak, it's not the same as in English. So newcomers will be saying a word, but because the stress or whatever is not correct, then the person cannot understand it. Even though he's saying the word, but he's not saying it's correct. So pronunciation also was a good unit that I enjoyed.
It was great to see examples of real-time feedback options. For example, checking for understanding as you're presenting a concept has been very useful, and I was able to implement that in one group that I facilitated. And I certainly will be sharing a lot of what I learned with other volunteers so that they can implement some of these strategies. So something like a thumbs up, thumbs down, sideways thumb for whether a concept has been well understood or not was very useful to see.
What I liked the most, I think, was the section on using materials from the real world, specifically on using news articles. And I liked that because it really laid out lesson plans with examples and sections on how you can modify it for different levels. So the real practical information was what I was really looking for.
It was really good to have examples of realia, and especially realia with regards to lower level learners, to allow them to interact with objects similar to what they might find in real life, a little bit more concrete options for guiding them through situations like reading a bus schedule, going to the doctor, all sorts of things like that.
TBLV supports all language volunteers, whether they work as teachers' helpers in a classroom or as individuals leading a conversation circle in the community, or one-on-one with learners in homes, or as an online remote tutor.
The coaches provided some guidance to the discussion within the discussion forums, and that was helpful. They would kind of ask follow-up questions, open-ended and a mix of closed questions to kind of prompt us to elaborate more on some of our experiences.
It was useful to reflect, to take that time and just think about it. It kind of allows you to deepen your understanding. I found it valuable to do just by thinking about what you've learned and trying to find a way to apply it to your own practice or something like that. It helps with your learning. So I knew it was a valuable thing to do.
I really liked the course's emphasis on the volunteer styles of teaching and their own strengths and weaknesses, in addition to just general strategies for language learning and acquisition. So focusing on what are your personal strengths and weaknesses, and how can you improve. Self-awareness, I think, is a very good focus that was included.
When I saw this opportunity on our Avenue forum, and I found out that there's something that can be very helpful for our volunteers to be ready to come in and volunteer in our link classes, I signed up for it right away because it seemed like that you can volunteer in every department wherever you would like to, but to be a volunteer in link or in ESL classes, you need special skills, especially when you're working with newcomers. And I think when I look at the TBLV course, the way it is designed, all of those skills are embedded in there, and it's easy for our volunteers to come and help our students easily. They can be on one-on-one basis, or maybe they be in our classes.
TBLV also offers support for coaches and volunteers after they do their training. We provide channels for volunteer coaches and volunteers to continue sharing challenges, opportunities, techniques, and resources through facilitated forums on the National Link Learning Portal, www.avenue.ca.
After having completed the course and finding out that I could still log on to the course, I found that that's great, and I'm really pleased about that because I know there's going to be situations where there might be some material there that I want to review, and having access will be very beneficial to me in those situations.
New Language Solutions, NLS, is rolling out the TBLV course on a national level. Our vision for localization is to forge partnerships with local service provider organizations and train TBLV coaches that can facilitate the course for their own volunteers. Here is what we offer. We'll train your staff to become local coaches for the volunteers in your organization. The training is done online and takes about 3 hours. The training course also serves as a platform where volunteer coaches can build their community of practice. NLS will host your TBLV course and assist with adaptation for local needs. Local volunteer coaches can request certificates for volunteers who have completed all 7 weeks of the course. Once a volunteer has completed these 7 modules in TBLV, they are enrolled in the National Grad Course. Additional resources are provided, and volunteers can access a discussion forum for graduates to share challenges, issues, opportunities, and solutions. This forum is moderated by TBLV coaches from across Canada. We will also provide promotional material that you can add your own logo to, such as a poster and a flyer. What we are looking for in return is an experienced ESL instructor who has completed Stage 2 of the Learn IT to Teach training and who is comfortable using Avenue. The TBLV coach also needs to be available for 3 to 5 hours per week to support local volunteers, participate in forum discussion, and perform the administration of their local TBLV course. We really think our coaches, grads, and the students they spend time with say it all. To find out how you can offer TBLV in your own organization or how you can partner with us, please visit learnittoteach.ca and click on Language Volunteers. If you are a volunteer and want to take this training, find an organization near you. Is your organization interested in supporting French language volunteers? We can help with that. TBLV and Avenue.ca are brought to you by New Language Solutions with the generous support of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC.